A well-written fight is one where the tactics that led to victory made sense. The more complex the tactics, the better the fight. But despite fights being the golden egg of the battle genre, most battle manga aren't actually good at writing tactics, but I still find a lot of them entertaining. How many fights in DBZ, One Piece, Bleach, and Fairy Tail are decided by the hero simply overpowering the villain? How many times has the hero won with a sudden power-up? How many times has the hero been holding back and then suddenly gets serious for the win? A lot. But the fights are still iconic and entertaining because there's a way to write fights without relying on tactics. The first technique is pretty obvious. Rely on spectacle. Make things bigger and better. Introduce new special moves and transformations. Make the fights cool. Regardless of how intellectual the audience tries to be, they can't resist the simple pleasures of a cool action scene. I was watching Goku vs Jiren, and despite the fact that all the fight intellectuals point to DBZ as having the worst magic system and being heavily reliant on power escalation, I couldn't help but enjoy the fight. Moments like Jiren tanking Goku's attacks, stopping a spirit bomb with one hand, and Goku and Vegeta getting new forms was simply entertaining. They were fighting with no tactics, just raw power, but I couldn't look away. One Piece is very good at introducing new moves. A lot of characters have fighting styles, which allows them to reveal or invent new moves in every fight. Some moves are actually only used in one fight. Bringing out shiny new moves is always a treat for the audience members who actually keep track. Characters like Gray and Urza also use new magic in nearly every fight. Reversing the beatdown is an especially powerful and easy trick. When one character is getting destroyed, and in an instant, the tide switch, you get instant hype. Goku vs Jiren, Ichigo vs Grimmjow and Ulquiorra, Naruto vs Sasuke, Lee vs Gaara, Zoro vs Mr. One, Sanji vs Kurobi, Natsu and Gajeel vs Sting and Rogue. It's an unwritten rule. The second technique is meaning. What does this fight mean to the characters? Are they rivals? Are these friends to enemies? Is this the target of the hero's revenge? Did the villain personally harm the hero or their friends? The more meaning the fight has, the less effort needs to be put into the tactics to result in a fight to remember. Naruto vs Sasuke had a ton of history behind the two, so every time they fought, it was powerful. In Fairy Tail vs Sabretooth, the fairies were fighting to regain their honor, defeat the strongest guild, and gain the top spot in the tournament to get the money they needed. Natsu also hated the way they treated their own guildmates, adding a theme to the fight. Including themes and character development is a trick to adding meaning into the fight. Spoilers for Demon Slayer. But when Zenitsu fights his master's other student and develops himself by fighting fully awake, that alone carries the fight to iconic levels. Tanjiro's rematch against Akaza, a demon who killed his ally right in front of him, uses revenge as an engine. Luffy fighting against Lucci, the man standing in the way of him bringing back his Nakama, was bound to evoke strong emotions. It was so good that One Piece did it again in Whole Cake Island against Katakuri. Luffy avenging Nami in his fight against Arlong allowed the fight to be carried by its emotional weight rather than its tactics. Piccolo vs 17 was such a cathartic fight because not only was it a revenge match, but it was a payoff to Piccolo having no solo wins throughout DBZ. In conclusion, you can write a fight without tactics by relying on spectacle and meaning to fuel a fight. Most of the fights from a lot of battle manga are around C grade or D grade, and using these tricks doesn't raise their grade. However, there are ways to make the fight scene entertaining without increasing the writing quality. I believe there is a heavy overlap between something that is entertaining and something that is well written, but they aren't the exact same thing. For example, watching a train wreck that is so bad that it's good can be entertaining despite the low quality. But then it occurred to me, if writing fights that are lacking tactics but are entertaining is the industry standard, and even I enjoy them, then maybe they're not so bad after all. Maybe writing highly tactical fights is an elite ability that should be viewed as a high-class exception rather than the standard. The reason I don't include things like character development or emotion into the true quality of a fight is because those make the characters good, but tactics make the fight good. Altogether, they can make a fight seem good, but they don't all contribute to the fight's quality.